from New Englandville studio. Good morning and welcome to the Thursday edition of the program Good Morning Salon for this week. We come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today on Thursday, December 26, 2019. We bring you this edition of the program Good Morning Salon. Musa is Kamara my name.
And Mabel Kaba, good morning. Inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon, the Director for the National Council for Technical, Vocational and Other Academic Awards, NCTVA, Engineer Mohamed Jallo say examination malpractice now one pandi challenge them where the institution still gets and as them still continue for FETAM. The Director for Gender Affairs na the Ministry of Gender and Children Affairs, Charles Van say if Salon government domesticate and implement them wey dey na the ECOWAS Supplementary Act, that will make the country achieve gender equality. And inside the program this morning, Radio Democracy will talk to civil society activist Solomon Sundu, where they can talk about waiting for civil society and fair not, na the Commission of Inquiry where government been set up for investigate past government's workman them.
Well, this and plenty other stories them then are the program for you plus Walkabout save the inside the program for you. Remember, see you listen we live on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl, courtesy of Osiwa and powered by AfriCell. The program na Good Morning Saloon. You can send a message by the number 0779819881. 0779819881 are the number for send you text message and be part of the program Good Morning Saloon for this Thursday morning.
The first issue we look at in the program this morning. People's Network na one organization where don dey give help to different disabled people na the country for sake of the festive season. This organization don support picking them na the Miltimagai School for the Blind with different thing them. Malcolm Pana na the communication person for this network. He said the support where dem give to disabled picking them wait up na this school na for help them pan the holiday. Elizabeth Bla gets more inside this interview with Malcolm Pana.
The People's Network now an organization where young Sierra Leoneans come together for ensure say we bring some dignity and stability in a brand in Sierra Leone. For far too long, people in the world don't know Sierra Leone for blood diamonds, with Ebola, with mudslide, and all them bad things that happen. And many a times, even when people in the rights on social media, they know the rights, the lovely sides of Sierra Leone. No, they talk about with lovely beaches, no, they talk about with fertile soil for agriculture, no, they talk about with minerals. Them. So the People's Network we see says an opportunity owing to the fact that we get to membership across the globe for a brand Sierra Leone. For let people that know say Sierra Leone is a tourist destination. I want to find side for Kamewaka and lovely people and day. And this don't be backed up by the government, the new policy on this visa on arrival, which means so you can come Salona and upon arrival you will get your visa. So yeah, this is what the People's Network is doing.
What are some of our activities where una don't do for disabled picking them?
Well, generally, the People's Network is inclusive, not just for disabled people them, but across the country. The People's Network do ensure say we tell the true story of Sierra Leone internationally. Because as I tell you, we membership there cut across every side of the world. So that's what they do. Then the People's Network believes say power emanates from God. So when we get a leader where they govern the state at a particular time, we forget the required support. So the People's Network believe in propagating the activities of the government. Government get Boku agencies them. So the messages they need for go wider. So the People's Network can engage in that through messages that they formulate and they send around to people them. But we don't take into consideration issues of people who live with disabilities because with Chief Executive Officer Honorable Mustafa Ba Attila, of course now a disabled person don't serve Deputy Minister of Social Welfare and Salon. So the issues of disability very close to your heart. So now when we decide in setting up the People's Network, though we main focus now try for bring on board a charity arm. Forget a charity arm of it, we're going to do things and go to help and give back to society.
People don't go out for no waiting People's Network come do na blind school today.
Brilliant. This is not Christmas, so the People's Network deem necessary say we for come with goodwill messages, for come with Christmas gifts, for can celebrate with the beginning at the Miltimagai School for the Blind, not just the school picking them, but even the staff. So we decide say today we come here and don't spend the one whole day with them. We don't give them breakfast, we don't give them lunch, we don't give them dinner, and all the 3 meals them now different things them in there on the menu, different items them in there on the menu. So what thing we decide for do It's not just about food. We talk to them. We come with motivational speakers. Then we can talk to them from ENCRA, the Director General of SLBC, Deputy Director General, many other people them in day for can talk to them people, to the young school picking them. Then also we membership take upon themselves for clean the entire compound. We clean the hostels, the bathroom, the classrooms, everywhere in the school. Then with female membership there come and then give the ladies then good hair, then do the hair, plant them fine. With male membership then come also then give the guys then hair, good haircuts. So it has been that friendly atmosphere. And what
So waiting on our hope for achieve going forward.
well, going forward, we want for set up the People's Network as an established entity, not just overseas society we large of a membership day, but even as Salonia. Then we want for the cater for less fortunate picking in our society, now orphanage homes, then our special needs institutions, them we want for the care for them. Also, one for make leather Salon man conscious of in Sierra Leonean heritage. Let in country, let be very patriotic, let be nationalistic. Let we not put party above country. Let be country first. Let we imbibe that culture of making Sierra Leone first. So now that the People's Network try for preach that Sierra Leone for the first now agenda. If we elect Salone, corruption no go dey. So now all that the People's Network they preach say, let we put Salone first. Let we care for the gems that we Salone get. And the gems are not so just the minerals that we they underground. The gems that include the boys and girls them where they go to school. People's Network they advocate that the beginning of this country for get quality education, so then go able to compete with them peers them. So going forward, this is awaiting the People's Network they about.
Almost speaking them on a target.
Well, so the whole Canada School for the Blind, we cater for close to 100 of the inmates them, excluding these members of staff, excluding other good people that we come around, so plus minus we cater for close to 150 people and today.
Where una come a release party so now only blind school or una the maker or either una get for good different disabled
The journey starts here today. The journey starts here because the Miltimaga School for the Blind, now the alma mater of the CEO MB Attila. So we start here today.
Well, that's now be Malcolm Pana, communication person at the People's Network. When they talk on that interview day with Elizabeth Bla for seeker support where they go give to picking and the one them with the Miltimagai School for the Blind.
The program na Good Morning Saloon, we they look at more issue inside the program. December 20 this year, the Africa Young Voices Television AYV being organized the 8th edition of the AYV Miss Saloon. AYV Miss University, who said Ajara to Kama we in a student from Frobe College, been be the 2019 Miss University. We make the event and planning manager for AYV Fabian Swilonse. Apart from the Mutkawe, then don't Giam as the winner as the star prize. Then go Giam 1 million loans every month for help with in college business. Fabians will talk this way AYV go on over the winning prize to the person we come for spend the AYV Miss University. Kabia get more, he gonna report.
You already know the car, been seeing the car, and so this is your key to your car.
Fabian Swill, Event and Planning Manager for the Africa Young Voices Television, AYV Media Empire, but they hand over the motokaki to Ajaratu Kamara, when are the winner for the 2019 AYV Miss University Saloon. Since 2011, the AYV Media Empire don't they organize the AYV Miss University. Usai gal picking them, they come out na different university and college them for can take part for this competition. Usai then can showcase them talents them. This make December 20 this year, the AYV Media Empire be organized the 2019 AYV Miss University. Usai Ajaratu Kamara from Frobe College been be the winner for this year competition. Fabian Swill, now the event and planning manager for the AYV Media Empire, continue say after we they don't hand over the motorcar to the winner, then go give the winner 1 million every month for help am by in college business.
The winner of the AYV Miss University, as we rightly promised before the competition, takes home a car, gets an opportunity to represent Sierra Leone at Miss University Africa, and also gets an academic stipend on monthly basis for the next 12 months. That would be a sum of 1 million leones a month. Because we know with the fees, it's easier to get the fees paid either through family or people who would pay. But the most difficult part is the printing of assignments, printing of materials, lecture materials, and so on. So we've decided to help the Queen out with that academic stipend on a monthly basis. That can also help towards contribution for the purchase of fuel for the car.
Ajaratu Kamara, now the AYV Miss University 2019 been get this for sale.
I first contested for Miss Frobe College and I was the first runners-up. That journey wasn't funny. You know, it involves a lot of negativity. People were saying so much. I thank God I'm here now. Let them wait. I have so much for them. My platform wasn't chosen because I was asked to choose one. I did it because I actually want to work on it. I am on it with AYV and any other person that might want to help me. My platform is menstrual hygiene awareness. Because I am a victim. I was born and raised in the provinces, Kenma district to be precise. When I first started in my menstrual period, instead of me using sanitary pads, my mother made me use material. I have adolescent girls and women there that are still using material, which I know is so much uncomfortable and might cause infection and all. So I want to help them out.
Ajaratu Kamara end up said thank you to AYV and other people for where they support them, for where in win this year AYV Miss University for the Society for Radio Democracy. You know, Kabia the report.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue. In case you get any question, comment or make to Tin and where they delete on the program, you can send them to 077981981 or gonna be Radio Democracy 98.1 Facebook page. The program they continue, and as we tell you earlier, today at the studio we take a look at the Commission of Inquiry as we get at the studio with we Solomon Sundu we come out in at the outreach coordinator for coalition of civil society organizations where the Commission of Inquiry been give sabi to, but waiting and they do so that then go help the public for no waiting and the commission they do. Good morning, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good morning.
Well, if people can remember where this administration be take over, then be set up a report where they then be set up an inquiry body where we look at the activities them of the past administration, and at the end of the day we been going for see where the GCT reports come out. A commission of inquiry been set up also in a three different commission, and the way they look at waiting be happen and at the past administration, especially so with how them be use government money, and where the commission the work they continue. So in January 2020 two pan the commission then go down the work and go wrap up inside January 2020. That made this morning we decide for give opportunity to the public for know how the commission of inquiry be done the work and serve the stage where the commission they now ask, then they continue for look at the past administration then work. And I tell you, I say Solomon then at the studio this morning for can help and know about the commission in work. Solomon, before we can talk about the stage where the commission they now, as I don't tell listeners them earlier some and the reasons them where we make the commission been set up, just take away from day and continue for make them know the purpose where the commission been come into existence for.
Thank you very much. Fambulem, on know say commissions of inquiry not so novelty na salon. I don't dey na we constitution. Before I explain to una the nitty-gritty, make I just tell una about the commissions of inquiry. What thing we mean by commissions of inquiry? Commissions of inquiry na anything where they in the public interest, not to on corruption, no more or fraud cases, but it also look at anything where they border the nation. Say for example, it can be political issue, it can be issue where related to the states. The presidents, get the power, and waiting give the president the power. Now in 1991 Constitution, Section 47, subsection 1, give the president the power for look into the kind public interest, thing where they border the country. If they look into them, within cabinet members, then they all sit down, they say, now, let we take from this GTT report, who side this commission emanate from. When everybody be they say corruption, the president and the cabinet demand fit say, then for look into and bring come a report. That report, now in then send, na parliament, we always see where then debate them, discuss them. They can go into instruments. The instruments where we they use now under these commissions of inquiry, instruments 64, 65, and 67, we allow three tribunals for open, for investigate into issues. And the issue where they investigate, we know say the past administration then take over from 2007 to 2018. Now, in this particular commissions of inquiry, they look into. How will they look into them? We all be know say the past administration now be governance. So this one come, they say how will be the operate, how will be they really do salon people and offices, how will be they really operate in offices. So man can say misuse of office or fraud or corruption, just like we do here. So the commissions of inquiry set up for look into them issues and they for bring down the reality with them speculations where we dey go around with. So man don't eat boku money, that na allege. So the three commissions we set, we get Anna Atukuba, we na Ghana man, we get Bankole Johnson, we na Salon person, we get the wonderful man we then call Bio Belly, we na Nigerian man.
Why wonderful?
Wonderful in the sense we all see how we look into issues, how we look into, how we do investigations. You understand that we all know where the other side we look at them. They talk about rules of evidence. The commission not they sit properly, but it able for sit down and streamlined. You understand to the one the way we call persons of interest, and that persons of interest. Rather than persons of interest, let we know say from 2007 the commissions of inquiry cover president, vice president, minister, deputy ministers, ministers of state, heads of parastatals, heads of chairman, boards of chairmen, and the like. Now then we call persons of interest, when a POI. Now then these particular commissions they look into. Biobeli, in the gets the cases, I can just outline few. In they look into Ministry of Health, where na Ebola related issues, where about the ambulances, how many ambulances become. And we look into Ministry of Youth, who all be about youth in drainages, youth in farming, youth in agriculture, a deal with land, a deal with also lands, you understand, and other issues. We come to Bankole Thompson. Maybe they deal with agriculture, you understand, Ministry of Agriculture, who be there about fertilizer, we are about other issues. And we in the same Bankole Johnson, now deal with the former president in issue. You understand? We come to Anna Tukuba, and I just brief. Anna Tukuba be the lead and deal with roads. We all know them Boku road where the past administration they involved into. So in they look into the roads, you understand. After road, they go into now SLRA, RMFA, the one the way they
So how owner as civil society can get involved into the commissions of inquiry?
Thank you very much. And also this question will come up. Say all this while people be the cry say information not they disseminate well to the public. Long this time civil society be don't they cry for say we need for do what we call outreach. You understand? But say we always say money not in the country, things are difficult. But civil society then come together, with the commissions of inquiry, we then train, you understand, get a training we on how we will reach, because we monitor the process. Me now one person from day one, you understand, where this commission of inquiry begin, we be the organization be the follow. So then train we, you understand, bring other organizations from up country, you understand. We all come meet up now the commissions of inquiry in Ajumu Kianta Road now, yeah. Train we for 2 days so that we will for do this outreach, because we'll be the take part purely on the commissions of inquiry. So if you ask me, make I not forget about Anna Tukuba. Instead be the deal with them roads, that's what they say. Then the former vice president in issue. So now then thing and day the commissions be they look into we then call investigations. People then go on for no, the time where the commissions of inquiry be start, a lot of cases then be talk be day. And a kangaroo courts, now witch hunts. In fact, the court not to the commissions of inquiry now just a witch hunt court. But we will be the monitor the process. You understand? We not see them like that kind of bad thing. So
how on see them?
Yes, how we see them. In as much as we talk about commissions of inquiry, not to novelty in a salon, that's a done day. The former administration, where former President Kuruma, instead they set up a commission of inquiry, where we all be the look at some Miata conference hall, we be the target Sababu education and other ministries. But we can't see them come, then inquiry, then they, at the end of the day, white people they come out, nothing really happen. This one, with all the witch hunts and the alleged people, they alleged say na kangaroo court, then they ask for rules of evidence. Now the tribunal this way you see, even if you wait and call a POI when a persons of interest, if you not go, you can send you representation when are your lawyer. If you not get lawyer but you want to represent yourself can go, you appear for yourself. Then you can bring any kind of documents. You understand? Because when
Right.
people they talk about rules of evidence, you understand, in the normal court sitting, not to all documents that they take, but this commission, any documents where you bring come for filter in, for just cleanse your name, they accept them.
All right, Solomon. With the holiday, continue further with you in the studio. That's Solomon Sundu, we now the outreach coordinator for Coalition for Civil Society Organizations. Today this morning for tell you about the Commission of Inquiry. We will come back to you with a take short commercial break. The program Good Morning Salon they continue.
It's our future. Let's write it.
It's our future. Let's write it.
Salon they develop new national youth policy.
Yes, now Salon government through the Ministry of Youth Affairs and then partner them. Day before, and yourself can join them.
The new national youth policy go guide government and in partner them, support the young people them for the next 5 years, and they want to make it give you idea for develop this policy.
So young people and people we want to see young people develop na Salon can join this process.
If you na young person or want to see young people them na Salon develop, you can add your voice to this process, and for do so na for text the word join to 2018 na Orange or Africell network for free and join new reports.
The new national youth policy na chance for shape the country in future.
The new reports na side for talk about things there where you believe say important for young people them development na Salon.
Make we hear your voice. Involve yourself for develop the new national youth policy. Join new reports and text join to 2018 na Orange or Africell mobile network for free. It's our future. Let's write it.
The All Walks of Life is back with the National Achievement Awards 2019 with 38 categories up for grabs. Vote multiple times for your best ministry, best financial institution, best television personality, best performing artist, best. Vote, 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 and keep voting. Now, to vote for your favorite institution or individual, all you have to do is first, download the Awol voting app or the Sierra Leone Commercial Bank mobile app. To enable you to vote online using the app, purchase your vouchers using Africell by dialing *2714#. This enables you to do multiple voting. Also, you could vote via text message using Africell only. So to vote via text message, send the short code of your favorite institution or individual to 2713. Awol National Achievement Awards 2019, happening on 29th December 2019.
The program is still listening to a Good Morning Saloon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Our still with studio guest Solomon Sundu, coordinator on civil society outreach on the Commission of Inquiry. They talk on within them finals now the Commission of Inquiry where they go on now. Solomon Sundu, earlier we start for talk, you make mention of the purpose of Commission of Inquiry. We know for we the look inside corruption, alleged corruption cases, and also political cases, and other things there. When you look at this Commission of Inquiry, what in focus more?
This Commission of Inquiry focus on the past administration, as I tell you, from 2007 to 2018, where they may administer the country. We all know, say, when, as I tell you, this commissions of inquiry emanated from the GTT report, because now on that the cabinet sit down and advise the president, say this particular thing where this finding don't come with. For Senate, let the public look into how we set up this particular 3 commissions. And one side the way I be try for talk about kangaroo business. The courts, the commissions of inquiry gets, let we not forget the 3 judges them. Anybody way for be judge na commissions of inquiry, if you don't qualify for be High Court judge or Appeal Court judge. And the power we High Court gets, then 3 commissions here gets, meaning they get the power for Supreme, they get the power for, if you not come, they able to do anything like way normal courts they do. But we find out, say, this court, the commissions of inquiry, not ever do them kind thing and day. Now, I can take the case like Silver Blooding, when Bankole Thompson made the deal with your issue, a hire in representation when a lawyer, but at the end of the day, he put on down, then he represents himself. That tell you the patient way the commissions they get. We all listen to him, we all see how he able for defend himself, he trash waiting, then say, now this, the commission looking through all that kind of thing. We all see again, outside, they may talk like somebody be they ask, hey, we expect say former President Kuruma if for come na the court. No, in lawyer when a JFK, he represent him to the fullest and the other one them. People be they even talk say, oh no, like JFK be the appeal. You understand when they come into assets because na three phase. The first phase na investigation, then after investigation then come into assets. We all see when JFK be the plead say, they not for look into President Kuruma, former President Kuruma in assets openly, they not for disclosure. But Bankole Thompson rule say, no, now we elect them people in the office. Would I make them presidents? Now we the people them. So waiting make them not for show them property outside. Now that's we vote them for. They overrule the one day, they plead, he say no, because former President Kuruma don't work for this nation, a state person. He argue him. Now he say no, this not the people in interest. They need for no.
So how the commission been decide USAID and USAID they want for focus on the work where they do from the past administration?
Well, I don't know the area where they come out why USAID and decide. This commissions of inquiry is the border within the administration of 2007, where former President Nkrumah take over, to 2018, where the new administration end. Now within that period,
the time frame now one again where people be done the serious concern, but when they start initially, it been supposed to take 3 to 6 months, but we almost don't go into a year, and the commission still run. Why?
Yeah, thank you very much. That's one good important question, and that make this outreach day now for make it reach to the people. Say when you do law, you get for left a room. You understand? Because the commission connected to the Attorney General's office for any time where you see say lapses one day. We get what's called grace period. They can write, you understand, for as long as they within the confines of the law. You understand? And say they look into some man in accounts, how many accounts they get in emoluments, the money where they pay them, how many months they walk into. The commission do the investigation because they get the investigative team. We look into all them people and the ministers, deputy ministers, the money, then where them be the work. Because in address you understand, for say, we don't close, we don't do the investigation, we don't do public, you understand? Now the asset we don't look into. We see me to go for now, defense and the state, then go for address at that time day.
Commercial break and continue for look at more issues inside the program.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile App, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody like you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money na the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office like you not get the account number. Buy Ed Salite, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again, but almost money. The bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering value.
Here is a special public notice from the Office of the Commissioner General (NRA) on payment of tax arrears. The National Revenue Authority has commenced the collection and recovery of all arrears of taxes from all defaulting taxpayers due up to from foreign workers, withholding taxes, customs and excess duties, non-tax revenues, and any other payment due to the authority. The general public and all business houses are hereby advised to settle all tax and non-tax obligations with the authority immediately. Enforcement action traveling in and out of Sierra Leone, prevention from clearing goods through the ports, third-party recovery, imprisonment, and court action. Be further reminded that all outstanding tax obligations are subject to interest and penalties from the due date to the date of payment, including cost of enforcement. Therefore, to avoid financial losses and disruption of business activities, you are advised to pay your taxes in any of our offices in Freetown and the provinces through any commercial bank in Sierra Leone. You have been warned by order of the Commissioner General.
The program na Good Morning Salon, we come to you from the Society for a Democracy 98.1 FM. In case it's just the January, in the edition of the program, we will look at the work of the Commission of Inquiry as we get Solomon Sundu, when the civil society outreach person, we coordinator, we then they look inside the Commission of Inquiry in work and we done the monitor around from the beginning. We will bring you this edition of the program Good Morning Salon. Musa is Kamara na my name.
And Mabel Kaba.
We will continue for look at more issues inside the program. As well for end year 2019 success and challenges with different institutions don't go through, make them examination malpractice. Among other challenge them, he explain more to Tia the arena inside this interview.
Accreditation, validation, examination and certification service for them colleges where they train teachers for primary school and junior secondary school, as well as then polytechnics, technical institutes, then where they provide tuition one established, then go first to the Tertiary Education Commission, then give them permission for let them open. Where and don't open, we your responsibility now for exams, so we say we'll give you accreditation and then staff and bring that form there to we. Then we put together a peer review team where we go validate the information the way they put in the questionnaire. Based on waiting the score, we go only enroll for we exams if you don't go through a course in an institution where we accredit. At the end of that course day now, you can take the NCTV exam. The reason why you for there an institution because at the end of the exam will they conduct with the award like a 50%, and the institution where you attend themselves through their continuous assessment go award 50% certification.
Almost institution with NCTV they oversee.
Well, for now we get a little over 70 or 78 where we don't give accreditation to, where recently take we exams. A few don't apply, some of them we don't visit, others we don't plan for visit early next year.
From the 1st of January to date, what are some of the success story where you don't get?
Well, we get plenty. Since 2018, His Excellency established a new Ministry of Technical and Higher Education. So it means, what they mean that we now get a separate ministry where we can relate with. That they don't help we a lot. We don't restore with subvention, where being the last administration been cut off since 2012. That don't restore. We also don't be part of the body. We work on the TVET policy. Now, the TVET programs all over the country will be guided by a policy. We also get success with regard the World Youth Skills Day, where for 2019, we not only celebrate on Freetown, we also celebrate on Makeni, Lonsar, Kenema, and Bo. Through GIZ, we get a set of syllabuses we work on. We now we introduce the syllabuses then day, and then the format on the development of the syllabus now the competency-based training. We also they work very hard through GIZ project for get the integrated software certification software. So we hope say with this software will done inside 2020, students then will begin register for the exam and check for the results online starting 2020-2021 certificate. We get a few other successes. We organize a number of workshops, we staff them participate in a number of seminars, number of training. The exams officer been attend the ATVET workshops and seminars in Rwanda and in Ghana and other workshops. Then we get 3 students then where they attend the software engineering program now Blue Crest College. So now some of them here we will be able get through in 2019.
So we'll talk about the challenges and we wanna go through, because any successes we person they get, there must be challenges. So what are the challenges they wanna go through?
Yeah, the challenges then I can always say an institution where the challenges no they that institution they really know they do well. Challenges for always there. We major challenge really na resources. We major challenge na resources because we there for nearly 80 years where we not been get government support, and we some of the things that we've been supposed to forget, the risographs, the computers, the printing, we get challenges in that direction. The government don't restore with subvention. Then they don't ease small. We get challenges regarding mainly two areas in the examinations. We dey conduct exams all over the country, and now not to all the candidates, so some of the candidates they no wan work hard, so they want backdoor, they want spy for pass, they want leakage. So that means say we been dey conduct two exams until we dey send the question papers every 3 or 4 days. Now almost on a daily basis, we for print na net and dispatch the exams, the exam questions na morning. So that is a huge logistical nightmare. We want for tell president and the government and we ministers and the rest of the workforce and government, thank you for the support. We then support we in 2019. We want for also tell we partners them, the principals, the lecturers, the candidates, the directors them, plenty thank you. We get other partners that we support we like GIZ. We also want to tell them thank you for the support. We look forward to a brighter and a more prosperous 2020 for we all.
Okay, that's now the Director of National Council for Technical, Vocational and Other Academic Awards, NCTVA, Engineer Mohamed Jallo. They talk on the successes and challenges. We say one of the challenges them with the institution done the fight against inside the past year them now examination malpractice. The program na Good Morning Salon.
We dey come back to the studio guest Solomon from the Coalition of Civil Society Organization. Them we don't work with the Commission of Inquiry as them get in but waiting and waiting the commission to do. Now let me look at other issue we been be a paramount concern from people them. Also the commission be the gets the one them we be the go evaluate people and host them.
Thank you very much, Mabel. That na one crucial side way one can touch on. We also say the states be produce a valuer we na one Mr. Olukambu. We everybody don't know na this country for quite a long time. You know that argument say become on the people who call it POI we na the persons of interest. Them persons of interest fambulem na the one the way I call say from president, minister, president, vice president, minister, deputy ministers. The one the way I categorize earlier. And then people and they then property the way them be get. You know, we all see then say, for example, where them they talk about Washinga in place. The value I be the talk say, you know, be get access to most of them buildings and they, you understand. So what see if they do, you get what's called facial value. You can go and say it's an app motocar, then you look into the compound and a value. Because now person and we be done the work for most of them lawyers and they we all sabi in the country. When it count most of them values and they before the tribunal, the persons of interest and representations, they all most of them like you hear about Adi Macaulay, they talk about Oli Campbell in qualification, if even qualify for do waiting he do so. Because with the reports, then how many billions you understand will be the value property them. The persons of interest and representation be denying that they say that property don't what? In fact they might not even
so now
qualify.
then your personal value then use or like then open a process, let people them apply for go evaluate people and place them.
Well, thank you very much. Now that make what the talk say the tribunal they accept all things. When the state bring an own value, the defense side then say they bring can their own, you understand, for counteract waiting that person they don't bring away the state value. That may value, you understand. That's how you say the commission itself they accept views. Then count it's their own. Like if Campbell say now 30 billion this was what? Then self they count their own for talk say no. Na so it be. So we be the see the arguments and the question of the person way do them value then whether it qualify or not, you understand. Now person way the states be the work, most of the lawyers them be the work with, and the states get in reason why they choose that particular person they for make it go do them values and they because the persons of interest wait till we find out for see when I get it right for Kamu to Nayon. Then say Kautam, you understand, a look into properties them. If Kamu say 50 billion, Engo can talk say na 30 something, na so a what. The whole land enough for prove the tribunal for say you get room for.
So, yes, look, we look at what you rightly mentioned earlier, say the value and not can get access to the host. You get for snap and tap host or motka for do valuation. Is it that no not been the get cooperation of the people and within the group value them property them?
Exactly, na so it be they say. It be they talk say, and not be they get access, you understand, for make it go into them property then they. So the question become up, the state with all the power we then get, the court, the tribunal with all, that is the commission, with all the power we then get like high court, where they able for supreme and do anything. Why do not be do that one day? Again, you see the state can say, they may do that kind of thing, they do not want frighten the public, because they talk to kangaroo court. Who's out for be seen how they go arrest people? Who's out for be seen how barricade of.
So now outside the commission in past, or because if you need a first-hand information, you can't go tin up on top motorcar and value somebody in place and go get into the public, say this person property cost this and this, so you not even get access for go know exactly what's in the day.
Well, that not the 1 million question way the public be they look at. But I will be they look at, when that topic or discussion they come on, for say this man with all his power way the commission get the powers that tell you like high court. That power way high court gets, now in the commission get. So they can do anything. But waiting again the investigators then say. Now they look at the internet, don't want frighten the public. Then they go into because some man we even again say some people then call and say that they get X, Y, and Z property. So people they even deny them property then.
But now the right thing the commission be they do.
For say.
Well, you said the number one for frightening the public, because if you are doing the right thing, why you want for like assume say if I do this, people go afraid?
Well, we all see the dynamics of with situation na Sierra Leone, the condition would, as I tell you earlier, the court be already perceived for be a kangaroo court. The court be already perceived for be a witch hunt court. So waiting the commission be they do exactly, you understand? Now for let them do thing where go they in the public interest, we no go frighten.
So then they mean at the public interest for go, for example, allege say somebody else cause this and that the way not to so it been good at that time where the commission do and where una son be the frigate for let them not do something we go make people them forget, but una go the commission send people away go allege say people that owes costing way according to them in not cost so.
When that make what's in the commission, the three commissions and do, you understand, like Biobeli, we get something called sightseeing. Then say if una don't bring out your own value, you understand, we at the states, they don't say this, then the defenders, you understand, they say na so, what do they do? Let go do we safe. Now that make me they find out now say we commission they move, they go look property for incest. If na allege with that person they be alleged saying so this day, now let we get the power now, let move. Now that make me find out say the commission be the move now for go inspect property them for themselves, for let them get what's called site visit. Let them not say because they use their own wisdom. If this discussion they come to, yes, on the other hand, if there be mistake, let we ratify the mistake. Let we self go now the particular gun, let we go see them property then they. Now that make you see Biobeli, if they move, the other commissions then they move, you understand, for go look property them, where them be there, let's say, now how many billion a what, you understand?
So at the end of the day, how it been sound like for like don't pay somebody for go do in facial value way according to you say some of them people they want to get access to people and compound them do on the commission pay them go do a work way at the end of the day not to thing way like then go for all because somebody can't defend against say this way do so in all right now so and so and been just give them the money and go then go evaluate.
No, the commission I want to let say na big institution, na professionals then they. You understand? People with ideas, people with experience. Now that make I tell you say, when they find out, for say this possible way to go do this value, you understand? It bring down bone of contention. The commission made a move for go look them property they now for themselves.
But they may pay them for them work then the way them been doing.
That is it. And mark you, all them reports and we don't come, all them assets then we don't examine, do not hold anybody or do not find anybody guilty. Now allege. You understand? Now, when the commission don't sit down now, like waiting now, then they pan after they don't waiting, then report we then get for present at the end of the day. Then they do what's called report and recommendation.
What's in the total budget where the commission put aside for all this?
That's the commission gets the young waiting we then will come and then will speak for themselves. You understand?
Have you said whether it's now you say when I be done the follow and una then for can tell the public?
Yes, but as I tell you, the Ministry of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice gets the young way where they do the thing and get a spokesperson. That's a governance issue. You understand?
But now the commission we they look at
exactly.
And as in this case experts the way they don't again.
Yeah.
For
but I'm not scared for looking into budgets. That's
no, but budgets they cover. Once you look at something, you want for no the first week, one for no now. I mean, how much now they spend on this? I don't know if you have been getting interest for know how much.
Well,
because
Mabel, for very honest with you, you know, say 98 can do anything for pick up idea. We not go into the expenditure for look into waiting the commission don't entail. We not just the process we train for look at. The process how it be the go. That process where them be called kangaroo court. That process where them be called witch hunt court. Now that process they we train for.
So not come for defend.
We are not defending. To defend. We not defend nobody now. Yeah. We not defend either government or either defend persons of interest.
Yes, you not think say when you discover a process for know the amount of money we involved, so you go know the value for money in the process.
In fact, now one key areas where the public they look at when we do outreach, because the outreach cover all over the country. Where they even do an akenima question like that they come up. What's not the money where they involve into these commissions of inquiry? Then the extension of time, like what Yusuf asked. We go McKinney, the same thing come up. We go Bo, the same thing come up. You know, even within the Western area, Waterloo, where we go, the same thing come up. Even in Lumley, where we go, the same thing come up. So the response now we make tell Fambulem. The commissions of inquiry in secretariat a day. If you want to know anything, then get an outreach, then get a coordinator, you understand? We're responsible for the administration of the commissions of inquiry. You can go to the secretariat na Jomo Kenyatta Road na ya. You go open, then can tell you, or you go to the Attorney General's office, then can able to tell you how much money they involve into the commissions of inquiry. But what do we train for? Now for monitor the process, how the process they go, how the tribunal be run, you know, how people they perceive the commission, and that will be the look at.
Thank you. We'll go for this break. We'll join you back inside the program Good Morning Salon.
Better don't come. Now Union Trust Bank again. Union Salon Banco. Union Trust Bank get plenty product and service there for you. You must get what you want to go better. Let me savings account, ide. Current account, ide. Fixed deposit account, ide. Credit facility, ide. All for you. Me and you. Union Trust Bank, that's a loan for me and you. Kids future savings account, ide. School fee savings account, ide. Pay advance salary scheme, ide. We branch and they all up but not alone. Boko no kenema, we de. Kabala mabogo kakambia, we de. Jala free town don't sa, we de. And my 91, me and you. Union Trust Bank, me and you. Union Trust Bank, Union Trust Bank, na salona for me and you. Union Salon Banco, Union Trust Banco.
Union Trust Bank, empowering Sierra Leonean businesses.
The program na Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We dey look at more issues inside the program now. We dey take one pan with headline story them. The Director of Gender Affairs, the Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs, Charles Van say, if Salon governments domesticate and implementing them, we then the ECOWAS Supplementary Act go make the country achieve gender equality. He talked more to Elizabeth Campbell inside this interview about this.
This act na a kind of law at ECOWAS level because Sierra Leone are a member of the ECOWAS, where them don't put together and the ministers responsible for gender and also the heads of states them don't adopt am as a supplementary act for ensure say then thing them where they make woman and man differences then they between them. Let we ensure say we close them differences and ensure say we bring equality between woman and man them now the ECOWAS sub-region. Now things that really affect several areas. For instance, you talk about book learning. You want to see how woman and man they do pan book learning. You can pan equality before the law. Man and woman then can face justice and then can able get access and everything they be equal for man and woman. You they look at land rights, you they look at trade, whether a man and woman. So several sectors and the way that supplementary act really focus on. But the importance of the policy now that now for let countries then disseminate and let them know. Because ministers or people that can go represent Sierra Leone, if they go, then they hold that kind of document, then just can't keep them, they not share them. It's a disservice to the nation.
This act talk about for address equality of men and women. How this could be integrated into your laws them what we get in Sierra Leone?
Already work in progress, the show says Sierra Leone don't make some moves. In the first place, Sierra Leone don't sign the International Bill of Rights for Women, where we call CEDAW, and we don't sign them, we don't ratify them. Sierra Leone don't begin to do partial domestication. That are for ensure say it is part of the laws and some of the issues and where they inside CEDAW, it is inside this supplementary act. Now you know about the laws and devolution of estates act, domestic violence, sexual offenses, anti-human trafficking, and all of the other things, HIV and AIDS. The importance of this law, now for let we look at how Sierra Leone get for now look at integrating it like how you asked rightly into we own policies and laws. And don't forget say in 2018 we'll be doing a lot of consultations on the gender equality and women's empowerment policy. And if that policy the cabinet adopt them, plenty of them here where they inside this supplementary act, it will just be like we don't domesticate them already. And the other advantage also we'll get is we want for look at also working on the affirmative action where they look at the minimum 30% quota, the inclusion of women in the other sectors for see how women then go play part in all of them things.
Just like what you rightly say, Sierra Leone don't they adapt to most of the treaties and we don't sign to, and most day we not able to do it. Now when I don't call civil society organizations, them different organizations for come form part of this, so that we will get one harmonized document we go work for everybody na the ECOWAS state. Waiting na the role of the civil society organization there so in this particular meeting where we can today.
The civil society then very close to the people then. The media also not the mouthpiece of the people then. So you get for bring them kind people here, let them know say government of Salon depends so engagement to we been lead to the development of them kind lawyer na ECOWAS level. So if somebody they where then don't handball but any of them issues here with the inside this ECOWAS supplementary act, I think you don't see cases and they go to the ECOWAS court. So once they don't adopt them, ECOWAS they also use this act now for hold the respective countries accountable. So for let them call the civil society, ministries, departments and agencies, the media, I think I move in the right direction.
So why is Article 49 very important now this particular chapter where they talk on inside the supplementary act? Because they specifically talk about this Article 49 now the supplementary act very relates to the ECOWAS region. Why is it very important?
Well, it's very important because you get to look at enforcement. And when you look at enforcement, you get to ensure say state parties then looking for adopting into their own national legislations and policies. So we therefore ensure say we domesticate them, we disseminate the law, we ensure say it is part of our own law and policies.
So are there evaluation and monitoring?
All get for the yes.
Alright, so of what benefits this could be to Salon people?
It could be of benefit because waiting don't work now other African states. We're not good examples. I mean Sierra Leone also, we're not a land bad example. So it could be of benefit to Sierra Leone and it will also enhance and strengthen our own legislations and policies and way they for ensure say woman and man they're equal in everything what they look at. You look at the other SDGs and all of them things that they require for the man and woman independence And this particular supplementary act, most of the things again, I can tell you say it is inside the medium-term national development plan where President may launch February of this year, where nine are the blueprints where government they use for the next 5 years.
So now that civil society organization don't they look inside this, where they don't waiting at the way forward after we don't look into them, don't add waiting then see and no feel say them for add for let the laws them work in the interest of women in particular. You get disabled, they're always involved inside.
Once civil society also they do that accountability mechanism, I think it will be a very good way for government for take the necessary steps. I mean, it's not about criticizing, but it's about pointing out to government they are partners in development. Because if Sierra Leone good is good for everybody,
yeah, that's what you for
any.
take into cognizance say implementation of laws in Sierra Leone in particular is very, very, very challenging. I ensure the ministry will work with civil society for make sure the government implements these particular policies them all we can put together.
Yes, you're very correct. Often and again, we don't talk about implementation and enforcement for be a challenge. But that not go deter we for let we not do more. The more you they work on them issues, then now the more you they pick sense how then challenges and they go be overcome. You need a sustained political will and commitment. You need also the finance for let you able get the couple for do waiting you need for do for enforce and implement them policies and laws. So there are several things where me think say if we put our emotion, I mean we're going to be a key driver for move the processes for I think.
So how soon this the implementation of
some of the issues where they inside the supplementary act we don't put under the draft gender equality and women's empowerment policy. So once that one they pass by cabinet, you can as well say most of the issues Sierra Leone they on track for cover.
Director of Gender Affairs at the Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs, Charles Vandi, they talked to Elizabeth Campbell inside an interview day for SECA the ECOWAS Supplementary Act, where according to Ram, if Salon domesticate and implement them, then go achieve gender equality. The program now Good Morning Salon.
They causing confusion.
But this confuse me, boo. Look where Uncle Nat in Wall Solid. Look in block them where them beat for them, where they save solid, and at the same amount of cement and sand then they use for beat me on. But look what in the happen. Me wall down for them, all the block they all don't scatter. It like say some kind magic they behind this. You want know the magic behind this? Now the superior quality, extra strong, extra life and extra yield cement where are the use, and that's not Dangote 3X Portland limestone cement. Dangote cement na the highest grade cement in the country. When a 42.5 R grade cement, when no one day come na this country, and a one of the highest grade pan cement where you go get na the wall. Where you want you concrete, wall and block solid, use Dangote 42.5 R cement, you no go regret them. You go get Dangote 42.5 R cement na online shop and building material store na the one whole country.
Alright, the program Good Morning Salon they continue, and today na Boxing Day as soon all know na today. Most of the Christians then they open the gifts them way Santa Claus been dropped for them. Yesterday we don't get we own gifts them, and at this time we just want to relax and take a short music break, and we dedicate the music to everybody as we wishing a happy Boxing Day. And when I not forget, I know so that we don't want to see the democracy this year. I do not give you anything but festive. When I'm not worrying. The package day, and tomorrow my producer Musa S. Kamara don't tell we say tomorrow when I get forget a very big package. Also then go forget a mixed bag from people to serve the staff then already democracy as then go for good opportunity for make una tell then the producer them how we perform inside 2019 and serve other thing them wanna feel say we need for improve on our radio democracy.
Oh,
Not
yes.
also producer.
Oh, yes. We the dedicated day to or half a day or program to we listeners, make them tell we how they feel about radio democracy programs. What they make up from what they think say we for improve on, or what they think say we for continue for to do. We get for do that definitely before the season end, the
Alright.
festive season end.
Well, then, first hand information when I make gonna get to from the producer in charge right now. Let me just listen to the short music break where DJ Lava don't sets for we.
Where they are? Zagang. Bam. Rakam where they are? Where they are? Now we where they are? Now we where they are? Now we all man don't enjoy, all man don't feel am, all man don't get in you. Where they are? Now we yeah man. Okay. If anything happen, it happen. If anything happen, it happen. Kissy happen, it happen. Rubbing happen, it happen. Squeezing happen, it happen. Happen, it happen. Kissing happen, it happen. Loving happen, it happen. Rubbing happen, it happen. Squeezing happen, it happen. Happen, it happen. If anything happen, it happen. Where they are? Now we
Indeed, we were the Radio Democracy. Now we there for Guna, the best in news, entertainment, education, and all the very best in broadcasting. Even though na festive season, we still they wake up the same time we plan to wake up for calm, inform, educate, and entertain. Una. So now continue for listening to Radio Democracy as we get more interesting programs. Them we go for the calm on our way, especially in 2020. But the producer then go for tell una the package we then get for una in 2020. Quickly, we look at other issues at the program as we forgive support to the education sector na the country. The Mavic Education Club na IPAM, this BNTM pull the Mavic Education option na do, as they say go get rank to university students in a salon. Well, for sake of that, one of the founding member them, we na Prince Buluseni, he don't say, then set up this organization for make themselves help government on improving on the educational sector na salon. Well, we reporter Usman Kamara been talked to Prince Bull Luseni inside this interview.
Yeah, we established Maverick in 2007 na IPAM. Now be a club we come together for bring students and from IPAM, male students and from enable focus on academic excellence. You understand? Because at that point in time, the social activities they be so huge in a campus that students may get completely distracted. You also may notice that they may get into politics activities that will be they lead to violence, will be they lead to people that they can't demand some money, they get themselves too involved into those activities and they fail, that they drop out of college and all of that. So we want to change that narrative. So for Maverick, so that I missed your engagement into social activities, political activities, but academically you will still be strong. And you go at the end of the day, you're not going to be a dropout, but then you go graduate with your degree.
During the presentation, you highlight the Maverick Club, basically now for Mandem. Why?
Yeah, so I think that they may form because one, I think say the origin, because they come from social activities and political activities, we get man they will be very, very much vibrant. Man, they be hugely vibrant. In fact, you get more women than girls or women them into that program. You understand? So later we able to establish there's a female wing of Maverick they call Miziron. You understand? But they're two just not there together. And with respect to this venture they take, it's not a joint program.
So look at the education option we want to launch today. What is this day about?
Yeah, this now for make self contribute to the many efforts in society by government and non-governmental agencies, individuals them for improved education as alone. So we have just decided, okay, more for Maverick education options for able to create options. You understand, to educational opportunities for people who are less privileged, even people who get the opportunities and privileges them for access then education there. So we decided for form the Maverick education option, create some more opportunities for people and forget.
Okay, so basically, almost member then they inside this organization.
The organization so far as Maverick education option, it not automatically means every member of the club is a member of
the stuff because it's kind of registered. Some are interested, some are not interested. So as give and take, you will get like 20 people where they make interest. Although the club really large, you get up to 500 and more members.
So mainly, who's one of the people on funding for organize all the kind of program here?
Yeah, well, now from members of the club and the organization.
What about gender equality? Una dey emphasize, although una get a wing, but also go dey listen, go say it can nice for man and woman and do together as way for push something go before.
Yeah, so there's a difference between actually the club where we reside in IPAM, when are just man and day, and this Maverick Education option when an entity where they bring cater for every other person. I mean, so if it's an organization, then it means we can place out advert and give women the opportunity for can work day. You don't have to be a Maverian or you don't need to be a member of the club for me you can work day. You understand? And even the services that they provide get for help people that when a woman them out and so you don't need to be a Maverian only for make that you benefit from them facilities and
Well, that's na interview where Usman Kamara do with Prince Boluseni, where I'm the founder them for the Mavic Education Club na IPAM we don't change now as they don't pull the Mavic Education option na do for help getting to book learning business at the country.
The program na Good Morning Salon where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get Solomon Sundu, Coordinator, Outreach Officer on civil society activities na the Commission of Inquiry. They talk on issues them we civil society observe na the Commission of Inquiry. We don't talk about the evaluation of property them in we go about. Una don't they observe the activities na the Commission of Inquiry. When it comes to gain, saloon people stand for gain anything. I mean, the ordinary somebody with a listen now say the purpose of the commission, then go gain anything from the outcome.
Yeah, that now one question where they frequently come up with the on outreach. People they ask what's the benefits of the commissions of inquiry. And when I be asked just now about money involved into the commissions of inquiry, if we know. This all they talk about transparency and accountability. The value for the commissions of inquiry now for the with people and way they na governance, people and way the old government offices. May they realize say that the modern democracy now they deal with the whole world they go with transparency and accountability. And the whole world now they for what we call fraud and corruption. So within the commissions of inquiry they do now this particular one eye-opening. We don't get commissions of inquiry there as I tell you now, you understand? But this one, because of the globalization and the way people perceive them, the way the world on now safe, electronics on you understand? And the way they cover this particular commissions of inquiry, you know, ever been at Sierra Leone, you understand? You will agree with me, say, all the media houses 98.1 AYV, you understand, you talk about SLBC, you talk about Star, everybody cover them. The TV stations they be open except who that not be able for watch them. So the value for the commissions of inquiry now for even tell the one they now we dey in office say una we dey in office una for be very careful how una dey run the public offices, una for know how una dey utilize the salon people and money, because this get for be now something way for me as the power as I be telling una section 147 subsection 1 give president the power for set up commissions of inquiry. That is thing way related to public interest. So this one now eye opening.
Okay. Yes, eye-opening. I ask you, saloon people stand for gain anything from the Commission of Inquiry?
Yes.
The other side of the debate now that when you look at the money for pay the judge them all along, the three judges and all the women and the Commission of Inquiry, saloon will regain that money again or recover that money again from the people and within the alleged say being take them money out.
Well, you see, another one for the salon people look at the physical money. You understand, eh? Like waiting Biobeli be the address we. It say most of them property the way some people they deny now say no to them get them. It say will they return them to the state. You understand? And as I be they say, then persons of interest we then allege say now then get them property then they nobody is found guilty. You get me? Until where the report now, as the report get for Kanye and report writing now, and get for embark on or recommendation, where they get for present that particular document to president and in turn back call the same cabinet, then look into one, you understand, then get, and also when I get for reach that stage for ask me, but make I just beat ground, because let we not forget that the benefit where salon people stand, we all they look at the physical money. But as I tell you, say this now eye opening, you understand? This until we say then people here will they elect in office, then people in the they put in a position. Now we then get for report to just like what I tell you, where JFKB they defend or we try for defend former President Nkrumah for me don't disclose in property them openly, you understand? You see how they overrule for tell you say no, gone are the days where person go there in the dark, where salon go there in the dark. Salon people want to know about how the government they run. We all see how the finance acts go to parliament, where we all ala for say that particular thing the president not for sign them. You understand? Civil society. And indeed, when some of we come up, they not sign them. You they get me? That they tell you say salon people are aware now. And this the benefit. The one they were in an office now. Yes, I go to sit down on the chair and they're not for Shiva, but then for tell you say work towards the interest of Sierra Leone. Not work for your pocket, not work for individual, work for Sierra Leone. Like where the president they talk say one for see Sierra Leone, use in your own word power per salon for better, you understand? Let we all use that particular objective there, you understand? And let the one them minister, whether in a who that within our office for say, if I accommodate tomorrow, waiting at the CISO, I get for be the same thing.
So
you get me?
As gradually the commission go get for come to an end and the writing report where they go get for submit at the end of the day, why salon people for trust this particular commission process?
And the reason why we say salon people and for trust the process, in the first place, not until the commissions of inquiry don't begin. As I say, they on outreach, people they can ask question. Now, these commissions of inquiry, it not get for be like the other one them who don't see where reports come out, why people come out and go put it under the carpet. I believe say if this government, the new direction they talk about transparency and accountability, then go make sure say they work in the interest of salon people. And because if they fail for do them, other person who can't do them. If you keep her under the carpet, other person who can root her under the carpet. Because as I say, not a novelty. Nati we get for continue in as much as this section 147 day inside with 1991 constitution we not commodity, they not expunge it. Every president get a right for set up a commission of inquiry of team where they into the public interest.
Looking at the activity of the Commission of Inquiry again, we see one of the judge them way Nabil Bele, Judge Will being get an issue where them being say them broken oaths and taking computer. Police set up an investigation. Who said an investigation then?
Then they a day purely with the investigative body under the commission or not the salon police. And no one for go into the one day. We purely, as I tell you, train on the outreach, how the commission they run and how the commission they go. More especially when people they perceive the commission for big kangaroo courts and which aren't court. Now that process that we want for tell the public, but that area for say then thief belly in computer, you understand? Then go broke in host.
But maybe unbog the commission in work.
Yes, if that
I not think well we all be agree waiting belly talk say you know unbog in any way because most of them report them the secretariat na get time that computer they now waiting input inside the computer na get so the work continue. The commission in work be continue and nothing not be forestall. The commission in work is still be the continue.
Alright, Solomon, continue for the routine at the studio. We look at other issues at the program now. This being the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education been pull one release we say they introduced ICT when information communication and technology inside the school curriculum for make sure say beginning at the country begin improve on technology where they go around the world. Well, but one organization now we say then are the IT specialists without borders think say salon not reach stage yet for ICT as compulsory na school them. Abdullah Kemo Conte, now founder and CEO for the IT Specialists Without Borders, and he talked inside this interview with Trading Democracy, where to make them this na them position as he talked to a reporter, Karifa to Conte.
Well, we organization basically it therefore take ICT now the doorstep of the privilege through IT educational program, research, training, workshop, and scholarship grant.
So wetin una think about the IT as compulsory for secondary school then?
Well, that's the main reason to make we pen down the 5 pages article, which is a Ministry of Education and like of the memo them put concerning the adoption of ICT in the educational curriculum in not timely. So with the question the answer, then with the question, because you can't say they tell people for they adopt ICT in the educational curriculum where you know consider factors. What's in some of these factors? One, the schools are not ready. Infrastructurally, they are not ready. They don't get computer lab. Then another thing we them for realize, you get for call the key players. Who are the key players there? The head of schools, the teachers, ICT institution, both government and non-governmental ICT organization for letting them come together and draft the ICT educational policy coupled with the strategic plan. When you don't do all anything there, then from there now you can talk about the adoption of ICT in the educational curriculum.
Okay, so why una take this position as an issue?
Well, we'll take them as an issue because we serve the strive towards that. Even before the advent of ministry, we encounter this and adoption, we've been done already get this in mind and a project we will undergo as at the moment. We will be named as the inclusion of ICT in our educational curriculum. Then, if I go further, I can get in the leakage. What in them fail for realize also concerning the adoption of ICT, they now collect data. Who don't collect data already? For example, I can take Freetown as a whole. If you really talk about adoption of ICT in the educational curriculum, just like what I say, how many schools already? Now, if I take Freetown, I can say government and government-assisted school, only 20% out of a percentage of 100, only 20% gets a computer lab, and even then they a donor-funded computer lab. But if you take private school, out of 100%, 80% get standard computer lab.
Before una take this position, una be don't do any research wey show say Salone no ideates for adopt the IT system na the school.
Yeah, basically I tell you so. One of the research, the data collection. We don't do the data collection already. We'll find out say concerning the computer labs, the schools that we already ready. Yeah, so we don't do the data collection.
So now we don't engage government.
Yeah, prior to where them pull this memo, I come up the Minister of Education for I say the minister in question for we will talk. But when I go there, I not get opportunity. So like they send me to the IT section. So like I meet 2 guys where I know calling them for security reason. Where they tell me plainly, they say your idea is good, the organization, everything is good. They say, but if they think the government can't give you money now, then go sponsor you. They say no, count that out. They say even government not get the money, then just pull this memo.
So what's in your recommendation?
Well, the recommendation here is even at the tail end of my article, the recommendation idea will call the wake-up call. One, what in government for do? Let them call the key players together. What are the key players there? The head of schools, the teachers, the IT institutions, the IT organization, both government and non-governmental organization. Let them come together. Then after that, they then go draft an ICT educational policy. We'll get the national policy. The ICT national policy, we know they work. Now just a documented policy where they down there. Then from there, then get a strategic plan. If you see you not get a strategic plan, you know nowhere. If we take, for instance, I take an example, because when I write the article, I take instances, I make a case study where the like of Ghana, the like of South Africa, wouldn't be able to succeed because the guys then draft an ICT educational policy coupled with a strategic plan. Then from there now you think about the last one, we know infrastructure. We now setting up the computer labs.
The program is still a listen to now Good Morning Salon, and that's na interview with Abdullah Kemo Conte. We the talk that interview there with reporter Karifa to Conte as they get concerned about the ICT way government don't say for be compulsory in a school them, and according to them, the IT specialists without borders, then say they nothing say salon stage because structures then they were according to them need for them in place first before this happen.
I don't send una text message them on the number 779819181 and same with our Facebook page and attempt now for make we read una text message them inside the program Good Morning Salon. The very first one where they take inside the program say the inquiry is for all former ministers, but some were left out, like Musa Tarawali and the current Trade and Land Minister and many others. Why?
This other one say, when are we expecting the final report from the Commission of Inquiry? Sierra Leoneans want to know if all these alleged cases of property investigated and dealt with according to the Constitution. It comes from Mohammed Amara na my 91.
This one say, Mr. Solomon, you know think say the time way the commission don't take, you know feel say the taxpayer then they suffer most on and this then affect the economy. Some of una civil society then they support the government of the day. This now from Pascal.
Alright, this other message say, please ask Solomon how much money has been given to the CSOs to update the outreach activities of the Commission of Inquiry.
This one say you are talking about past ministers. Why not inviting Musa Tarawali?
Alright, so they look at more messages we don't send at the program Good Morning Salon. This other one say, when are we going to have the final outcome of the commission? It has long been awaited.
This one say, but the CEO have made a lot of mistakes throughout, Mr. Civil Society, so stop defending the COI. You are talking about COI, you don't know about the COI running.
Alright, to look at more message and the commission. How can the public be part of the final stage of the commission? Now other message we Kelfala they send from Brook Street.
This now Ajab Mohammed Jabi say quality surveyor is not too much of a study. Afterwards, they can determine cost of building that is not yet constructed with ordinary house plan. That's the way a good construction company operates.
Alright, the final one I go look at because of time. The person say Radio D. Now that the Commission of Inquiry is wrapping up, fellow citizens hope that the white paper will not be kept in the cupboard for a long period of time. It comes from Hansel's Bangura and a smaller.
This one say the GTT report full of errors, full of assumptions.
Alright, from that message and we come over to the studio guests now. We go respond to the concern them. We wanna send the program over to you, Solomon.
Thank you very much, Mabel. I did take the Q1 them. The first one where the person they talk say the commissions of inquiry be there for all the former ministers, but do not see Musa Tarawari and the other one them. Fambule Asabite wanna say the commissions of inquiry gets the power like high courts, they either modify or then know how then they do the thing, or then but they're not bound by anything. They either modify them, but they get the power for even drag you. We all see Musa Tarawali. If you not go, as I tell you, the persons of interest get the right for saying in representation where we will represent you. In fact, that's not the key part where we try for emphasize for say we are not here defending anybody, but how the commissions be the run. For tell you say Musa Tarawali go take to in contractor we bill in house where he call himself na impossible way then two don't gap. We all see that one day, not to be secret, you understand. The former minister of lands where na Sandy, Dr. Sandy, we all see himself where then send in lawyer go, you understand. Then say not to say nothing will be then hidden, except would not be they follow the process. Somebody they talk about again say the CSOs how much money they give them. Well, my colleague be there the last time we na Mr. Jabati, we na in the head this coalition. It tell you now about what we do, we will call pro bono service in another words. You understand? This what we do now because we see say we the civil society, we deal with people them. Now we the reach with people them. Now we the hear with people them they talk. Now we they know the feedback. You understand? Then we can bring and come to government and the people and wait for Yegi. Not so the kind of money we they think or allege. The first phase like this, what would they do? Now administrative cost way for just pulling people in up country, can't train them, and for go do them. We get forget the other second phase now, we get for reach and tell una, because this key part we wanna bring can how much money. Me go be one person way go into the commission and ask if they need day for let una hear for transparency sake. I will bring and come to una then the next year as I tell una, because this not thing we get for continue for reach the public until the commissions of inquiry end or close till then present the report to the president. Now pro bono almost I can say. And the other person they talk about, if the commissions of inquiry really not to target the targets individuals, as I tell una, now that make me sit down here for say the process itself, you understand, we not defend anybody absolutely. The reason why we bring this now for let people not go be misguided, now for let people know the essence of commissions of inquiry, now for let salon people know the benefits where this gets. This they tell una say we people who they elect in office, we get rights for asking waiting una be they do in that office. Waiting una how una run the office the same way una be there in office. So even the one the way they now, you understand, now a bell for them for say oh they at the office, or for be careful, or for know how they use the office, or not for misuse the office. Now people then put here, will time down, other people then will come. And family let we not forget, if this continue for being a Sierra Leone, you understand, transparency, this development we talk about, one good water, one good roads, one light, we want all the good infrastructures in Sierra Leone, one good educational system, you understand. Pass to begin checkmate, then we authorities that will they put in office. Pass to begin checkmate people and will they elect, you understand, from president take and down. Even President Biosa is right now, you understand. He no say this commissions of inquiry, e not do them for himself, you understand, but for tell in subordinates them, the ministers them for say, be careful with what you are doing and make sure you work in the interest of Sierra Leoneans. That's not the essence, because commissions of inquiry, like how they talk, in fact, that can be the other person where they talk say, let this not be like the other commissions of inquiry where they will put under the carpet. Believe you me, in as much as we don't continue for monitor this process, Fambulem, we will bring this council on. We will continue for monitor on the process. And as I say, the final reports where they reach to the president, now in the white paper. That white paper they then will bring a recommendation. And even that recommendation, if it come out, people where we call a persons of interest get the right for appeal, na appeal court. You know what I mean? Saying now once we then catch you, that they tell you say the laws of Sierra Leone they work. You get the right for going to appeal court. For go you appeal for see say that advert finding where then say now you do not to me do one.
All right, plenty thank you joining the program this morning. We will go for the bring on come different time for continue for tell the public about the commission of inquiry. Thank you, we can at the program this morning. That's been Solomon Sundu. We been in at the program as the coalition of civil society organization, the outreach coordinator. Maybe they tell you about their work so far as and they continue for help the commission for let una know how the commission of inquiry work they carry on. Thank you, Ikam.
Thank you very much.
Well, I had this edition of the program Good Morning Salon go left on but as we still in at the festive season, don't forget for join the National Youth Commission. We together with Face Salon, they organize the first salon Back to My Roots Youth Festival where they happen at the Kalon Kapak na beach. Don't forget for join them day. Then did it from the 26th to the 29th, December 2019. Not forget say you for go join them the 12 o'clock Santen, and a small money you they pay for go inside just 10,000 leons. Go there and meet different thing them where nothing them where young people them they do for help improve themselves. So yourself can join them they as with support from the local commercial bank, Natcom, NP Salon, Salcab, Gentle Group, and other one them will support the National Youth Commission for bring the Sierra Leone Back to My Roots Youth Festival where they happen na the Kalon Kapak. You go join and then support young people, and because according to the commissioner, the last time we will be hosting is say the proceeds where they come out from this festival where then they also then go help for give support to young people in different parts of the country. Now this edition of Good Morning Salon go lefuna. Continue for listening to Radio Democracy, and also not forget for join the one them waiting at the cage, na stadium safe, then get the Seekers Hub today, Rabbi's today, and so many other booths then today where you go and enjoy yourself. But check out now the Kalon car park as we go get for this event and also Musa.
Oh yes, I'll get for
because
the
we self na young people and
yes, we all are young
no
people.
matter how you look at them, we self na young people, we go for support we say.
We still in at the youth stage.
All right, Mabel Kabadi say get yourself a wonderful day.
And
goodbye.
Musa Eskamari say bye bye.